I was able to power these LEDs using train tracks. These train tracks are not special in any way. And no, the train is not electric, so if I touch both of these rails at the same time, I would not get electrocuted. These are the most common types of tracks in America, and they're not electric, so what else can it be? It's diesel electrics, meaning that the train engine actually burns diesel, and then in a generator, when it burns the diesel, it converts that energy into electricity, propelling the train forward. So does that count as an electric train? Well, not necessarily. So most electric trains around the world have a typical third rail. It's either the rail that runs parallel with the two rails that are already existent, or the rail already has a cable going overhead to provide the electricity. So electric trains also don't carry their own fuel, unlike diesel electric. So that's why this train does not qualify as an electric train. So we've now established that this train is not electric. So why do these tracks carry electricity? Well, in the late 1800s, an American engineer by the name of William Robinson invented something called the track circuit detection system. Essentially what that system is determining whether a circuit is open or closed. So when there's no train on a railroad track, essentially the circuit's open, but as soon as you put the axle of a train or a train car onto the railroad, the circuit is now closed. Ideally, what it means is when it's a closed circuit, that there's a train on that section of track, and when it's an open circuit, it's clear to go, and it could easily prevent a lot of fatal accidents going on the railroad tracks. How are we able to determine which section of track has a train or not? Well, there's going to be a little insulation between gaps of railroad track, and that's going to be able to give us a general reading of where the train is. So when I go ahead and put both of these test leads onto the railroad tracks and look at the multimeter, we're going to be reading around 1.67 volts, which tells us that these tracks are operating on a very low voltage, which is good because it's for cost efficiency and it's also non-lethal. So you could go ahead and charge other things on these railroad tracks like a cell phone, and the gentleman who I got inspired by did just that. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you guys to check that out. If you guys like this video, please check out my other videos like how the Chicago River has rotting flesh with flammable bubbles, or how I got a top secret tour at the Nevada test site.